That's a lot of pancakes. Okay, so I have to get this out of the way before before I don't know. I have to get this out of the way before anything happens because I've been doing a lot of research on Michael Burry's puts on Nvidia and Palantir, which is like a mass thing on the AI. But for Palantir, I think Palantir, yes, it might be overvaluated compared to other companies such as Nvidia, Intel. Well, not really Intel, because Palantir is more of a software versus the hardware stuff, as far as I'm um, aware of. So Palantir, yeah, they do software. I think other competitors such as Palantir, you don't really, because Palantir does a lot of the warfare, so that's like the what is it? RTX Raytheon, and there's another one. But yeah, Palantir, I guess they're like just they are changing it up in the defense, and they're making it better. I guess they're making the software better. So with that, I think so. So Michael Burry, I've been looking at his track record. He did make some valid puts. I think he just did it too early. So I think what is it? Like even with the housing market crash thing that he bet on, he was early by 2 years. Is what some people or my research says. I didn't do I mean, I just got to do a quick ChatGPT search, but I gotta do this quick because before I move on with anything else, because I want to talk about with Trump's tariff stimulus check thing of 2,000 or something. I want to talk about that, but before I do that, I want to talk about this because I think the market optimization, not optimistic, pessimistic ratio is, I think we're kind of making a shift towards being optimistic. But I think with last week, it was a bit pessimistic due to, I think it's just like the end of the month, all these people are kind of claiming their losses, they're selling it off and all that stuff. So I think it's just the end of the month where they want to claim their losses before they file their taxes. So I think that's the reason. Like that's just my reasoning or my logic process of why the market's been going down. Just because, yeah, it's just end of the month taxes, claiming losses, etc., or profits, or maybe even like getting ready for the holidays and they want to start gifting out and such. But yeah, I think back to Burry's put. I think it's too soon because apparently the Nvidia puts was back in Q1, which is about like January, March-ish, I think, of 2025. And if you look back at Nvidia stock from Q1 up to now, it's just going up, like just constantly going up. I think back in Q1 it was trending downwards, and then it started to pick back up. And like right now we're like just all time new highs, something like that. So yeah, I think it's too soon. I think with Trump's thing, the stimulus check, whatever, it's gonna bring the market back to optimistic. So I think I think Burry's bet is a little bit too short. I think maybe 2 years, a year or two, the AI bubble might go down, but I think with the shift with Trump's thing and his moves, I think we might have a optimistic approach. And I think China is. I think I saw news where China is actually not buying American chips. I think I saw some news on that. So that might be another catalyst for the AI popping stuff. So yeah, I think I'm curious of when this AI bubble trend will pop and all that. I think also OpenAI is talking about being IPO'd, and I think someone's theory is if they do not make a profit, then that could kind of have a snowball effect on all the other stocks, and the AI market would just go down. So that's that. So I just wanted to just get my thoughts out there and talk about Burry's thing. And also with Burry, if you look at his track record, it's short. I hope I said that. But yeah, I think with Tesla it was too short. And yeah, what else? Been looking at what's his name? Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway. Apparently, cash reserves is at 381 billion, and stock portfolio is 283 billion, which that's like more than 60. Was that 50%? 50 to 60% of cash reserves compared to the stock portfolio. So I think it's been going exponentially up. And as far as my portfolio, for my Roth IRA, my Roth account, I sold it off. Like ever since last month, right before Trump was having that meeting with China, I sold that off, like all of it in my Roth. So I have no active, because I think I was heavily invested in stocks, or in tech stocks. So I just pulled back on that. As far as my gambling account, I had a lot of tech stocks, and then I made some calls on Duolingo for their earnings, and also Palantir for their earnings. And I lost money, like a lot, a few $1,000s. And I was extremely pissed because if you look at their earnings report, they did extremely well. But I think for Duolingo, they were talking about, what was it? Something about users. I think they're maxing out, or they're kind of like plateauing on the amount of users they're receiving. So that's that. I think next video, we're gonna talk about more on Trump's stimulus check thing and where the market. I think the market will be optimistic as far as that, but we'll see what happens. Coolio. All right, dose.